Hello guys, welcome again. Today I'm gonna be tackling this Gobuster the Basics module from TryHackMe. What do I have to say about this? Well, as I told you before, I've I've been away from hacking away in TryHackMe for a few months, so I'm trying to get familiar again with this. So that's what I will be doing. I've already used Gobuster. I understand that this is to enumerate basically to enumerate websites, right? For the different paths that you have. This is basically a tool for penetration testers. And yeah, so let's get to it without further ado, right? It's about to take me 60 minutes. Just do know that I like to. I mean, I'm not gonna be stopping by too much because I already know some stuff here. So I will just go with motions, and if I understand something, I'm not gonna be going too deeply into it. But that's that. That being said, let's get to it. Join the room. Okay, I'm already connected to the VPN. Let's give it a like. No, I don't want to save it. I just want to give it a like. Yep. Okay, so Gobuster the basics, right? This room focuses on an introduction to Gobuster, which is an offensive security tool used for enumeration. That's right. So on to the next. This room focuses on the offensive security tool Gobuster, often used for reconnaissance. Yeah, we will explore how this tool can enumerate web directories, subdomains, and virtual hosts. This room will follow a hands-on approach where you can follow along with the commands explained and execute them yourself to see the results. This should be fun, right, guys. Understanding the basic of enumeration, right? How to use Gobuster to enumerate web directories and files, how to use Gobuster to enumerate subdomains, how to use Gobuster to enumerate virtual hosts, how to use a word list. Okay, let's keep going. Environment and setup. I just want to click on this so that it gets loading. For this room, we'll use an Ubuntu 2004 VM acting as a web server. Okay. This web server hosts multiple subdomain and vhosts. The web server also has two content management systems, CMS, installed. These are WordPress and Joomla. Okay. Throughout this room, we will be using the attack box where GoBuster is already installed to enumerate. I think I also have. Oh, it's from the previous box. Sorry, guys. I also want to make sure that I turn this off. Yeah, it's disabled. And then I'm not gonna be intercepting nothing. I'm sorry. I'll just close this real quick because I've been doing the purpose it module from TryHackMe. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Oh no, this is not the one I want to use. I already have a debug session here started. I'm on the VPN, so yeah, let's do it. I remember I can create my dear Go Buster basics, right? I think, yeah, I'm basically just creating a new Go Buster the basics. Yeah, Go Buster the basics. Yeah, this is for readability purposes, right? I like it. So if in case I have to, just take note or just store something from this box, I will be doing it in this folder. I like to have like my folders uh, basically as structured as possible from all the TryHackMe modules I've done. I also do hack the box thingies or boxes. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's that. Let's go Buster. Yep, THM, not the basics. Yeah, okay. So we have two CMS, right? WordPress and Joomla. Throughout this room, we'll be using the attack box where GoBuster is already installed to enumerate the web server directories and subdomains. However, if you prefer to use your own machine, which is the case with me, you must be connected to the TryHackMe VPN already done and have GoBuster installed. You can find installation instructions for GoBuster in your own machine in the official GoBuster GitHub repository. I just want to take note of this repository because I like to mark them as penetration testing tools. Yeah, in my own GitHub. So that's what I do. Okay, on to the next. Um, you can start a web server by clicking the Start Machine button below. The VM will take approximately 2 minutes to boot up. Direct access to this web server is not required. To start the attack box, click the Start Attack Box button at the top of the page. Important, we work in a local network with the DNS server on the web server, right? To ensure we can resolve the domains used throughout this room, you need to change the system, okay, file, okay? So let's do that, right? I remember, yeah. Okay, let's do that. Then it's what What the heck? Okay, never mind. Then system D. resolved system D, etc system D, and then resolved.conf. Or do I have to sudo into it? Oh, I think wrong password. Okay, so we have to file. Open up terminal on the attack box and recommend sudo. Yeah, remove the in front of the DNS and add, I don't know, save the file. Resolve. The file should look like this, right? Enter the command sudo, remove this, and add after it. Yeah, okay, so let's just I just want to make sure that I am so if I go to system D and then resolved conf, I don't have that, right? The vim resolved conf. Okay, I guess I can create it then. So it's DNS and then the IP, which I assume it's this one because these numbers update dynamically with whatever box you launch. And yeah, after it, save the file with pressing Ctrl O. Well, in my case, Ctrl W because I am a Vim user. Vim savage. Okay, save the file with pressing, yeah, following by percent, and then yeah, okay, enter the command sudo systemctl restart. Okay, sudo. I don't know what's going on here. Damn it. Okay, sudo systemctl restart systemd resolved. System not found. What? File should look something like this, right? So cat systemd resolved. Yeah. Fallback, multicast. Oh. Yeah. So what if I just go into network? System.conf. What about this? DNS? No. What about well, I assigned these to the DNS. Variable needs a system leader soft.conf file, restart the system D service. I'm just trying to figure out why this might not be working. Like, what if I try to ping on the box? Would I be able to communicate with it? Yeah, I won't receive. So it should be working. Should be all good. Important. We work within a local network with the DNS server and the web server. Okay. To ensure we can resolve the domains used throughout this room, you need to change the system the result. Okay. So I'm just gonna copy this and see what Grok has to say about this, right? And then the fact that I sudo systemctl restart systemd resolved uh um yeah, failed to restart. Yeah, that's the error message I get. Yeah. I just want to understand. I just want to understand, so I use AI to help me understand things, and that's good. The error message you're encountering suggests that the system the result is not available or recognized on your system. Here are several. Kali Linux might not be installed by default. Okay, so that could be the case, right? So what I'm gonna do is sudo apt-get update, and then um system. Might be using another method for DNS resolution. Traditionally, Kali and some Debian-based systems use resolve, conf, or manage DNS entries directly. Okay, so that could be the case. So let's check it out. Got resolve conf. Oh yeah, you see? So we have this here. The resolve conf. This is the default way for Kali, if I understand correctly. And then check service name. Sometimes the service might have a different name or might be masked. Check if it exists. Type service, grep resolved. Okay, let's check it out real quick. Systemctl, list units, and then type service, and then let's grab resolved. Sure, no, there's nothing here. So the systemctl list units, type service. Yeah, no, manual DNS, sudo echo. You can manually edit, yeah, generate by network. Yeah, but I have. Yeah. And from the content of it is clear that Network Manager is managing the DNS configuration in your system. Here is how you can modify it. Okay. So Network Manager is the one that's handling this DNS configuration stuff. Instead of modifying the result conf file directly, which might be overwritten by Network Manager, just modify Network Manager's configuration. First, let's make sure that sudo systemctl and then status network manager, and then it's active and running, right? If it's active, you can add your DNS server to the network manager configuration. Where do I find that? So if I go to sudo vim, let's see, network manager, and then network manager conf, and then this is the content I have. Add the phone line DNS mask. This tells network to use DNS mask for DNS, which will give you more control over DNS settings. Create or edit DNS mask to add your custom DNS. Plain text server, restart networking. Okay, so I guess since this is the one that my Kali machine is using, and my intention is to actually have the DNS configuration, and this is the one handling it, I guess I can safely. This is the content from network conf. Let's check it out. Give it the content using your DNS mask. Since you want to add a custom DNS, first add the DNS mask option into your main, to my main. Yeah, sure. So I would be DNS, okay. And then I don't remember having modified this before, and I do remember having, like, maybe what's it? Posts. Yeah, let's see. Post. Bim. Yeah, I think this is what I used to do, or the file that I used to modify, but I don't know. Okay, let's just assume that Grok is giving us good instructions, right? If we're wrong, then we can always just fix it. So what I'm gonna do is I want to modify it, right? So let's go bam sudo bam adds network manager and then network manager.conf, right? And from here I want to add something to the main, which is gonna be DNS and then DNS mask, right? And then I want to, what the heck? Oh yeah. Oh, I see what's not working. I mean the changing from, because I use awesome VM, and since I'm a virtual machine, my keywords not responding to basically changing from monitor to monitor, but that's all right. Modify it to look like that. Yeah, I already did. Save and close the file. Create or edit the DNS mask configuration file for network. Uh-huh. Okay, so we can. Uh, what happened with this? Hasn't even finished the update. Okay, no worries. It's always good to have it updated, I guess. Bim. Sudo vim, and then we want to network manager, and then we want to DNS mask, and then .d, and directory, and then custom. Oh, we're creating a file here, dns.conf, and now plain text. I want to server 10.10.92.47, and then what I want to do is just restart the service system ctl restart network manager. Yeah, okay, it's restarted. The network connection has been disconnected. Do I still have access to the internet? Yeah, yeah, I do. So it should, if you want to avoid using DNS mask, no, I don't. Verify. So if I want to verify and resolve conf, generated options. This is what I get now. Resolve conf. Given that your softcom now shows name server and options in an trust ID, this indicates that system resolved or another local DNS caching service is being used. But I'm not using that. Status system D resolved. Yeah, I'm not using that. Could not be found. Okay, let's just assume that it's been correctly configured and let's keep going. Okay, Gobuster is an open source offensive tool written in Golang. Okay, enumerated to web directories, DNS subdomains, Vhost, Amazon S3 buckets, and Google Cloud Storage by brute force. Using a specific word list and handling the incoming responses, many security professionals use this tool for penetration testing, bug bounty hunting, and cybersecurity assessments. Looking at the phases of ethical hacking, we can place Gobuster between the reconnaissance and scanning phases. Okay, before exploring Gobuster, let's briefly discuss the concepts of enumeration and brute force. Enumeration. Enumeration is the act of listing all the available resources, whether they are accessible or not. For example, Gobuster enumerates web directories, right? So brute force. Brute force is the act of trying every possibility until a match is found. It is likely having 10 keys and trying them all on a log until one fits. Gobuster uses word lists for this purpose. Gobuster overview. Gobuster is included by default in distributions like Kali Linux. Let's start by looking at Gobuster's help page. This help page gives us a good overview of its functionalities and options. Enter the following command, gobuster-help. Yeah, you should get the help page for the Gobuster tool as shown below. Yeah, I do. So the help page contains multiple sections, shows the syntax on how to use the command, available commands, multiple commands are available, and aids us in enumerating directories, files, DNS subdomains, Google Cloud Storage buckets, and Amazon AWS S3 buckets. Throughout this room, we will focus on the dir, DNS, and vhost commands. We will cover each of them in the following tasks. Flags. These are specific options we can configure to customize our commands. Let's look at the flag we will often use throughout this room, right? Minus T, thread, minus W, word list, minus output. This writes enumeration results to a file we choose. Which is something I like. CTF, TryHackMe, Gobuster. Yep. Okay, keep going. Example. Let us look at an example. I wanted to check if this would show me any web page. You don't have permission to access this resource, so it's probably because I have not configured this correctly. What? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's try this out. If this doesn't work, then yeah. But let us look at an example how we use these commands and flags together to enumerate a web directory, right? So this is the directory minus u. This is the URL, right? U for URL. It does stand for URL, I think. User Gobuster. there's not here. There. Okay, let's just. Oh, okay. Here it says still supposed to target the URL. Yeah, and to specify the word list, and minus T64 says the number of threads Gobuster will use to 64. This improves the performance drastically. Now we have a quick overview of Gobuster. What flag do we use to specify the target URL? Minus U. And what command do we use for the subdomain enumeration mode? Subdomain. Subdomain enumeration mode. What flag? Subdomain, subdomain. Where are you, subdomain? Sub, DNS. DNS. I guess it's DNS. Yep. Use case directory. Okay, Gobuster has a dir mode. Yeah, allowing users to enumerate website directories and their files. This mode is useful when you're performing a penetration test and would like to see what the directory structure of a website is and what files it contains. Often, directory structures of websites and web apps follow a particular convention, making them susceptible to brute force using word lists. For example, the directory structure on a web server hosting WordPress looks something like this. HTML, WordPress, WP admin, yeah, it does. Gobuster is powerful because it allows you to scan the website and return the status codes. These status codes immediately tell you if you, as an outsider user, can request that directory or not. Help. If you want a complete overview of what Gobuster dir command can offer, you can look at the help page. Seeing the extensive help page for the dir command can somewhat be intimidating, so we will focus on the most essential flags in this room. Type the following commands to display the help. Gobuster dir help. Okay. It's not intimidating at all. Many flags are used to fine-tune the Gobuster dir command. It is out of scope to go over each one of them, but in the table below we will have a list of the flags that cover most of the basic scenarios. Just allow me to just open my note-taking app, which is Obsidian. And then... yeah. Okay, so... Um, yep, consistent tool, and then we're gonna be using... Um, so it's always good to keep track of what I'm learning, because I want to have my personal uh, notes, let's say, and I want to be able to access them quickly if I need them. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to be going through the TryHackMe modules and stuff, right? Obsidian is way faster. Okay, so let's keep going. Yeah, these are the flags: minus E cookies, minus extensions, minus H headers. Nothing else. How to use dir mode. Okay, to run Gobuster in dir mode, use the following command format. Dir minus U specify the URL and specify the word list. This is the command also includes the flags minus U and minus W in addition to the dir keyword. These two flags are required for the Gobuster directory enumeration to work. Let us look at a practical example of how to enumerate directories and files with Gobuster dir mode. Gobuster dir minus U, HTTP, yeah, blah blah blah. Oh, this command is cancelled. The directory is located at here in this particular URL. Using the word list directory, directory list 2 3 medium. Let's take a bit closer. Let's look at a bit closer at each part of the command. Gobuster dir, yeah. Then you specify basically what's this for? The base where Gobuster starts looking. So the URL above is just in the root web directory. Yeah, it is. For example, in a typical Apache installation in Linux, this is bar W. So if you have resources directory and you want to enumerate that directory, you set the URL at. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you have to specify what particular directory you want to search for, right? You can also think of this like path to folder. Yeah, the URL must contain the protocol used. In this case, HTTP is important and required. If you pass the run protocol, the scan will fail. If the host part of the URL, you can either fill in the IP or the host name. However, it is important to mention that when using the IP, you may target a different website than intended. A web server can host multiple websites using one IP. This technique is also called virtual hosting. Use the host name if you want to be sure. Gobuster does not enumerate recursively, so if the results show a directory path you're interested in, you will have to enumerate that specific directory. -W, user share word list, Gobuster directory list. Yeah, configures Gobuster to use that directory list. This is basically a dictionary of words that you can use. They have different sizes, right? Okay, so -R configures Gobuster to follow the right direct response received from the same request. If status code 301 was received, Gobuster will navigate to the redirect URL that is included in the response. Let's look at a second example where we use the -X flag to specify what type of files we want to enumerate. Gobuster -U, the word list, and -X, and then you're specifying what type of flags, oh, I'm sorry, files we want to enumerate, right? This command will look for directories located in this particular, yeah, here, using the word list directories, yeah. In addition to the directory listing, this command also lists all the files that have a PHP or JS extension. Which flag do we have to add to our command to skip the TLS verification? Enter the long flag notation. Where is this? This causes an error during the TLS, no TLS validation. This is the one -K, but they want the long flag. Let's give them the long flag, right? Now next, enumerate the directories of this, or which directory. Okay. Can I access it? I cannot access it. Damn it. It's probably because I have not configured this properly. Let's check it out. System D, yeah, we have that. Now, what I want to do is environment and setup. Yeah, this. Start the attack. We can start by access. Okay, important. We're working a local network with a DNS server on the web server, right? To ensure that we can resolve the domains used throughout this run, you need to change the this particular file. Okay. Let's now try this other AI, which is ChatGPT. No. Let's just because if I go to sudo name solve conf Ellie options, I don't know what the heck do I mean by that. This is not recommended for dynamic environment. Let's just option I want. Okay, now wait up. They gave me instructions for this form where they were basically advising me to install that. It's not found. No, yeah, I want to install it. I don't have it, so let's install it. It's not found in the package. This could be due to countless specific configuration updates. Okay, alternative DNS management, check service. Okay. Just run this command. Use that service for the DNS configuration. Okay. Okay, so I have to enable it. Oh, what is going on? Try to restart something for you. Lives. The phones cannot be restarted. Okay, you will need to start it. Okay. Start the service. Enable and then start the service, right? So after installing, we have to enable it and then install, and then we should be able to access that system D resolved conf, and then from there we can just configure as they were advising us to do. So be faster. To keep my current version? What do you mean? Oh yeah. File on system created by you or by script. Files and package provided by package. What would you like to do about it? Your options are install the package maintainers version, keep your currently installed, show the difference between the versions, just do your thing. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Be fast. Be fast. Okay, press triggers. AMD64. Yeah. So then what do we don't have to do? And remove this in front of the DNS. Yeah. Which services should be restarted? Like outdated libraries, yeah. Non-containers need to be restarted. Okay, now what I'm gonna be doing is just system okay, yeah. So we are gonna be doing the cat systemd result conf. Okay, and now what we want to do according to them is oh no, the name of it is result conf, right? Wait up, sudo, just in case they don't let me save my changes. I don't want to waste. It's oh, it's not the of them. Okay, I was trying to uncomment it using the GCC command. Okay, let's just remove that and then add this 10 9247, right? Now we save it, and then we exit, and then after it, yeah, we've already configured that, I guess, right? And then, oh, okay, it automatically made a backup. So let's conf. I just want to see whether. Oh yeah, I don't want that. So let's keep going. All right, guys, sorry about that. Let's keep going. So we have to resolve dconf. Yeah, okay. So we basically installed it. I was just checking out the old file, and then I removed it. I added what I had to add. I saved it. Now, the moment the systemctl restart systemd resolved. Yeah, okay. Looks like it's working. So what if I want to just go to this problem loading the page? Is it because it's an HTTP? Oh yeah, it is. Probably it was also okay. Never mind. Let's just keep going. Okay, so enumerate the directories here. Which directories call my attention? Okay, so Gobuster dir -u, and then we have to specify the path, and the path is the offensive is double F, right? What's wrong with me? Offensive.thm. Now I want to specify the word list directories of which directory catches my attention. So which word list should I use, right? Shared word lists, and then Gobuster, and then directory list 2 3 medium. Yeah, I mean, I just want to enumerate the directories, right? There's no particular file I'm looking for, so this should be enough. This is gonna take a while. Timeout, 10 seconds. Starting Gobuster in directory enumeration mode. Yeah, that's good. What if I try to access it? Yeah, it's not gonna unless I specify the protocol. And then, so you're gonna be enumerating this. We are here from home. Forgot your username. Yeah, sure. Forgot my password. Enter the email address. Yeah, makes sense, but error. Unable to connect. What do you mean? Offensive. What? Oh, it's offensive tool. Okay, now what? Do you want to get some of this smoke? Huh? Alrighty. What do we have here? Now, which directory catches my attention? So far, I would say. None. What I would look for? Maybe for the images, the language. I'm not sure. The API catches my attention, but it's not likely. So let's just try them, right? Images. If I go to images, doesn't give me anything. If I go to home, home's probably just a home page. What? PP, home, yeah, libraries. No, I don't think so, right? Forbidden. Interesting. 118 API cache. Okay. Let's leave this running. I don't think it's gonna be. Is it gonna be median? No, it has 6 letters, right? Yeah, 6 letters. Media. No, it can't be media. It could be, however, images. Could it be images? I don't think it's gonna be images. Yeah. I also don't think it's gonna be layouts. It doesn't really call my attention. Layouts. Okay, let's just I will resume the video whenever this scan finishes. Okay, be right back. All right, let's get back to it. Um, yeah, I did run this command, the Gobuster command, right? The only problem is that so I went to have lunch, and then when I came back, my computer was suspended, and so well, let me just, yeah, this was it, and then what I wanted to do is basically not use this medium, but the small one instead. And then I found out a directory by the name of secrets, which is the one that I think we're looking for here, because secrets always interesting, right? What? Well, then that wasn't the one, or was it secret? Yeah, it was secret. Yeah. So yeah, we would probably still find it here with this particular word list. But yeah, let's keep going. Continue enumerating the directory found in question 2. You will find an interesting file there with the JS extension. What is the flag found in this file? Okay, so basically we found that secret. And now continue to enumerating the directory found in question 2, which means we're going to change the URL in order for it to contain a slash secret. And then inside of that one, we will be looking for um, a JS extension file, right? So we will be using this parameter, which is -x dash JS. You know, it shouldn't take too long. Damn. But yeah. So I found that directory. I'm gonna cancel this because, as you know, I don't want to wait for nothing. You know, it's just the Gobuster does take its time when it does enumeration. So it actually depends on the word list that you use, right? Even if the small one is taking a bit of time, you know, as you can see. So yeah, I'm gonna end this, and then I'm gonna just modify this as to include this directory, and then I'm gonna include -x, and then as they stated here, .js, and that should do. This should list all the JS files, and they're telling me that I will find an interesting file there with a JS extension. What is the flag found in this file? Okay, I mean, mm, 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 mm. Oh, which, yeah, I used the small one. What would be the flag? So what if I go to this and then red, right? Oh, I'm not able to. You don't have permission to access this resource. What if I go to this one? Okay, this resource I can access. But if I go to secret, I'm forbidden. So then, Let's see. I guess the only thing I can do right now is just wait. But what if I go to scripts, right? Scripts. Ooh. HTTP scripts also forbidden. Port 80. Yeah. Okay. What do I want to do now? Well, I guess I just have to wait. Let's check out the hint real quick. -x does it read? Yeah, that's the parameter we used. We did specify that out here. Oh, flag.js. So what if I go to that particular file? Flag.js. Damn it. Flag.js, HTTP. Ooh, we get the flag. Okay, so we found it. Let's keep going, right? Use case for the subdomain enumeration. Okay, the next mode we'll focus on is the DNS mode. This mode allows Gobuster to brute force subdomains. During a penetration test, checking the subdomains of your target's top domain is essential. Yeah, just because something is patched in the regular domain, it doesn't mean it is also patched in the subdomain. An opportunity to exploit a vulnerability in one of these subdomains may exist. For example, if TryHackMe owns tryhackme.thm and mobile tryhackme.thm, there may be a vulnerability in mobile tryhackme that is not present in tryhackme.thm. That is why it's important to search for subdomains as well, right? So the help. If you want a complete overview of what the Gobuster DNS command can offer, you can have a look at the help page. Seeing the extensive help page for the DNS command can be intimidating, so we will focus on the most important flags in this room. Type the following command time to display the help from the DNS. Okay, so let's check it out. I'm gonna cancel this because we already got the flag, right? Gobuster here. No, it was DNS help. Let's check out what flags do we have for that. Okay, so the DNS mode offers fewer flags than the DIR mode, but these are more than enough to cover most DNS subdomains enumeration scenarios. Let's have a look at some of the commonly used flags. -C shows CNAME, yeah, -I show IPs, including this flag shows IP address that the domain and subdomain is resolved to. -R, this flag configures a custom DNS server to use for resolving. Okay, how to use DNS mode. To run Gobuster in DNS mode, use the following command syntax. Gobuster DNS -d example.thm minus specify the word list, which is about the word list, right? Okay. Notice that the command also includes the flags -d and -w in addition to the DNS keyword. These two flags are required for the Gobuster subdomain enumeration to work. Let us look at the example of how to enumerate subdomains with Gobuster DNS mode, right? So DNS -d, and then you specify, what do you specify here? The URL, I guess, right? Okay, enumerates the subdomains on the configured subdomain. Okay. -d example sets the target to the example THM domain. Yeah. And specifies the word list, right? So Gobuster DNS -d, and then you specify what domain you're gonna be searching for the subdomains and stuff. Okay. Apart from the DNS keywords and the -w flag, which shorthand is required for the command to work to -d, if I remember correctly. Yeah, use the commands learned in this task. How many subdomains are configured for the offensive tools THM subdomain? Okay, so let's check it out. Gobuster DNS -d, and then we have to set up that offensive tools.thm. No -w user user word share word lists, and then small no Gobuster what checklists. Okay, discovery, then DNS, and then subdomains, right? Top 1,000,000 5,000.txt. Okay, this is the word list that we're going to be using. Would this work? Found www forum store. So what are we looking for? User commands learned how many subdomains are configured. How many? So far, only 3. So far. Would that be the answer? Looks like nope. So we have www and then forum. So what if we change this for forum? Oh, not found. Forum. Offensive tools.th. Oh, but not with the secret flag. Oh yeah, welcome to the forum. Introduce yourself. Yeah. And then what if we go to the store? Okay. What do you the mobilizer bash? Yeah. 64. Probably 4. I mean, I don't want to take a guess, but that's probably the number. I guess we'll just have to wait a few more seconds. And then this should be it, right? 4. Let's try 4. Come on. Is this it? Yeah. We found it. Okay, next. This is use case Vhost enumeration. The last and final mode we'll focus on is the Vhost mode. This mode allows Gobuster to brute force virtual hosts. Virtual hosts are different websites on the same machine. Sometimes they look like subdomains, but don't be deceived. Virtual hosts are IP based and are running on the same server. Subdomains are set up in DNS. The difference between Vhost and DNS mode is in the way Gobuster scans. Vhost mode will navigate to the URL created by combining the configured hostname -u flag with an entry of our list. DNS mode will do the DNS lookup for the FQDN created by combining the configured domain name -d flag with an entry of our list. Help. If you want a complete overview of what the Gobuster vhost command can offer, you can have a look at the help page. Seeing the extensive help page for the vhost command can be intimidating, so we'll focus on the most important flags in this room. Type the following command to display help from the vhost. -u specifies the URL, -m methods is the HTTP method to use for the request, get, post, okay. And then what is this? Appends a domain to each wordlist entry to form a valid hostname, useful if not provided explicitly. But what is this shorthand? This is empty, looks empty. -r follows HTTP redirects, okay. How to use vhost mode. To run Gobuster in vhost mode, type the following command. Vhost -u, specify the URL, -1, the word list, right? And the word list, cyclist discovery, also DNS, okay. So -u, okay. So you will notice that this command, okay, there's a few more parameters here. Append domain, exclude length. Okay, let's keep going. You will notice that this command is much more complex than the base command syntax. It contains many more configured flags. This will often be the case in realistic tests, depending on how the infrastructure of the domain to test has been set up. In our case, we don't have a fully set up DNS infrastructure. This requires us to give in extra flags like domain and append domain. We need to look at the web request Gobuster sends to understand better how these flags work. Below, you can see a basic GET request to example.com, right? Gobuster will send multiple requests, each time changing the host part of the request. The value of host in this example is, yeah, okay, we can break this down into 3 parts: www.example.thm. This is the subdomain. This is the part that Gobuster will fill in with each entry of the configured word list. .example. This is the second level domain. You can configure this with the -- domain flag. This needs to be configured together with the top level domain. And this is the top level domain, THM, right? You can configure this with the -- domain flag. This needs to be configured together with the second level domain. Okay, now that we know how Gobuster sends his requests, let's break down the command and examine each flag more closely. Gobuster vhost instructs Gobuster to enumerate virtual hosts, right? -u sets the URL to browse for this IP address. Specifies the word list, configure Gobuster to use subdomains top 1,005,000 word list. Gobuster appends each entry in the word list to the configured domain. If no domain is explicitly configured with the -- domain flag, Gobuster will extract it from the URL. Test example, help example. If any subdomains are found, Gobuster will report them to you in the terminal. Okay, since the top and second level domains in the hostname part of the request to example.thm, and then appends the configured domain to each entry in the word list. If this flag is not configured, the set hostname would be www, blog, etc. This will cause the command to work incorrectly and display false positives. Exclude length filters the responses we get from the sent web requests. With this flag, we can filter out the false positives. If you run the command without this flag, you will notice that you will get a lot of false positives, like found only an example DHM status 404 or found this status 404. These false positives typically have similar response size, so we can use this to filter out most false positives. We expect to get 200 OK response back to have true positive. There are, however, exemptions, but it is not in the scope of this room to go deeper into this. Use the commands learned in this task to answer the following question. How many Vhosts on the offensive tools domain reply with a status code of 200? Okay, that's a good question. So Vhost domain. The domain is offensive tools.thm. So we're gonna go offensive tools.thm, specify that particular word list, vhost, yeah, and then append domain, exclude length. What was fine? Filter the responses we get from the this with this flag. We can filter out the false positives. Okay, I guess we need that. What? What did I do wrong? Oh, it does not exist. Okay. Word list, checklist, discovery, subdomains, and then top 1,005,000 text. Okay, now we are looking for them. Now use the command. What is the question? How many vhosts on defense tools THM domain reply with status code of 200? So far only 3. Would that be a response? Nope. So we have around 3 right now. That's it. Okay, I guess I want to just review some commands, URL. Yeah. Would it be 4? Probably. Probably 4 or 5. Let's just wait. And then we should be done with this 4. Come on, is it 4? Yeah, it is 4. Okay, let's keep going. Conclusion. In this room taught us about the offensive tool Gobuster. This tool enumerates directories, files, DNS subdomains, and virtual hosts. We have covered 3 different modes of the Gobuster tool. DNS mode enumerates DNS subdomains, zero mode enumerates directories, vhost enumerates virtual hosts, right? For each mode, we cover the required flags to configure an additional optional flags that fine-tune the desired results. We have highlighted the difference between virtual hosts and subdomains and the way Gobuster scans for this. DNS mode uses the DNS service to scan for subdomains using the configured domain and word list. Vhost mode sends web requests using the configured URL and word list. At the end of each task, we directly apply the skills we have learned through hands-on exercises. Yes, which is always nice from TryHackMe, right? You don't only read theory, but you practice, and that's good. That's something I appreciate. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's it with this module. We already finished Gobuster the basics. Thank you for sticking up with me. Yeah, peace. Oh, yeah, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you like this. I will still continue just finishing all the learning paths from TryHackMe. So you can see I have already finished plenty of them. Cyber defense, introduction to cybersecurity, complete beginner, CompTIA Pentest Plus, offensive pen testing. I will finish this one as well. I mean, they probably added some modules that I have not completed yet, but I will be doing that soon. So far, I think I'm going to be finishing the Cybersecurity 101 as well, and then I will jump straight into the red teaming, right? After I finish the red teaming, I will probably get back to SOC level 1 or the DevSecOps, right? I mean, I like DevSecOps just because it's harder. I wanna finish the hardest learning paths from TryHackMe. So that's what I will be focusing my energy right now. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for staying with me. Peace.